Okay, I'm sure I'm not the only one who thinks Isabella is an amazing character now. She's definitely one of my favourites. This is how an arc perfectly ends. Wow, guys. So hey, how's it going on? I'm Sam here to do a review on the Promised Neverland Chapter 37, and already, you know, Ray. Like, can we not love Ray anymore? Oh my goodness. Ray. I know a lot of us, so all you guys who thought that, all you guys who assumed that Ray was Isabella's child, all I can do is applaud you, because wow, you guys are on fire. First with the whole thing about Phil, and now Isabella, and now Ray. It's just madness. And Isabella as well. This is the one, like, this is probably one of the only ones which I assume. Now we find out a bit about Isabella's character, and it's just beautiful. Basically, it was what we all thought, how Isabella's just doing this just because she wants to survive. But we also thought that Isabella loved the kids as well, and it's true. We found out this chapter, you know, Isabella, she hid away the ropes and that, so she does love the kids. And I really did love her backstory in this chapter with her childhood friend Leslie, and Leslie died, and because of that, like, she tried to escape and all that kind of thing, but then she realized, like, obviously she saw the cliff and she didn't get past that. So she basically had a similar outlook to Sister Crohn's. She just lived for herself. She just wanted to get as high up as possible and make her life have meaning and give Leslie's life purpose as well by, you know, growing up these children and giving as much love as she can give to these children. So it'd be wrong for us to truly actually call Isabella the villain of the first arc. It really wouldn't. I'd say Isabella was kind of like a victim of her circumstance, same as the children, to be honest, in this series. Now I think this is just humanity as well. I think this is a major theme in the Promised Neverland as a whole, and it's just, you know, being a victim of your circumstance, especially for the humans. Now obviously you could say that the aliens, the demons, yeah, they're villains, yeah, sure. But for the humans, especially the ones that work on the side of the demons, it's kind of hard to view them as, you know, stark villains. Maybe there are some, but I'm going to assume that most of them, their reasoning for working with them is mainly because they're doing it because they want to live. So they're just victims, to be honest, and the lines are really blurred between villains and victims, you could say, because like Sister Crone, some of the way that she was acting as well. So because with these people, they're doing whatever they have to do to survive, but it's at the expense of people's deaths. So that's why I kind of said why the lines are really blurred between villains and victims. And I think that's really interesting as we go further on to this series, especially as we go into the next arc, which, guys, I am filled with so much excitement and so much happiness, like, for what this arc can truly be. That widespread page at the end was truly phenomenal. Just looking out into the massive expanse of the wilderness. This is their oyster for them to take, but it's also a little bit foreboding as well, but I'll get to that in a second. Now, as I said at the start of this video, this chapter was so satisfying for an end of the arc. It tied everything amazingly, and this was a beautiful arc. I remember when I first started this series, I truly thought, and I don't think I was the only one, but I truly thought they'd escape at the end of this series. Like, I thought this would be like a short, maybe 50 chapter kind of thing, and when they escape, that's when the series ends. But I'm glad that it doesn't stop there. It seems that as we're going into the arc, I doubt there will be a time skip. There probably won't be any. It would be just silly, to be honest. We're going to get into so much world building. We're going to find out so much about the world outside. You know, what country are they in? What land are they in? You know, I'm really intrigued by that. What's the society like? Are there some humans that freely live among the demons in society? Or, like, I'm so intrigued, is the society totally controlled by demons, or is it just like that sect? Like, I am so interested to find out about this, because so many questions will be answered in the future chapters to come, so it really is amazing to find out. So aside from that, yes, we find out about Ray, and Ray is Isabella's child. Now, I know a lot of you guys knew this. A lot of you guys were saying this. A lot of you guys were either saying it's Ray or Norman or Emma. It was one of the three, to be honest. It had to be one of them. Ever since we got that panel of Isabella who was pregnant. So Ray's the child, and I really liked it. I really liked the execution of it, because obviously it was with Leslie singing a song, and we know that Ray has didn't basically have that childhood amnesia. Ray remembers everything, even from the womb. So whilst Isabella was pregnant, and whilst Isabella was doing all these things, she kept singing Leslie's song. It was a source of strength to her, because it kept reminding her, being like, okay, I'm doing this for a reason. So you can say that it kind of pushed her on, pushed her to continue to make her living. It kind of continued to make her live, you could say. So while she was pregnant and she was singing this song, obviously Ray heard it, and Ray was probably like, you know what, I dig this song. This song's pretty good. But all jokes aside, obviously Ray sung it, and that made Isabella think, hang on, how do you know that song? And I just found it, I really got a bit of sadness from that, when Ray was just saying, why did you give birth to me? Because Ray knows all about the situation. Ray knew all about the situation, about, the humans and the demons, all that kind of thing. So an innocent child saying those simplistic words, an innocent child saying those words has so much meaning to it. Especially with the context of the series that we're in, of them literally being fed to their death to demons, and Ray was aware about that, so it just really made me sad, because Ray didn't live the easy life. He really didn't. Even as a child, it weren't the happy and daisies kind of life. He really didn't, and it's really sad. But that's why I find such happiness at the end of this chapter, when you see, Ray standing there. He was gonna burn himself alive. Like, I can't believe that was going to happen. He was gonna sacrifice himself. But I'm glad that he pulled through. I'm glad that he didn't die, and he's going to see the real world, and he's actually gonna live for himself for once. He's gonna live without having to look over his shoulders, without having to, I was gonna say without having to plan, but they're going into the outside world. We don't know what's going to happen, so yeah, they probably got a plan. They got to be strategic in the future. But one more thing that I got to talk about, and it's the sense of foreboding that I got from this chapter. The sense of like something bad may happen, and that mainly it's from Isabella. To be honest, Isabella said something along the lines of, wherever you can, or like try to find the light at the end of the tunnel. She said something along the lines of that, and I was thinking, hang on. Like, what's out there? I think Isabella probably does know what's out there. I wouldn't be surprised if she doesn't, by the way, because who knows, maybe she just lived a sheltered life in there, and she just grew up through the ranks within those plantations. Maybe she never saw the outside world, or maybe she did, and that's why she said something like that. And then there's another thing which she said to Phil, and I think Phil understood, because she said to Phil, like, she touches him, and she's like, don't worry, they got out safely. Now, on face value, yeah, it seems like they got safely out of the house. That's maybe what the kids may have heard. But I think Isabella said that to Phil, because I think Isabella knows that Phil knows. So Isabella was just like to Phil, don't worry, they got safe, they escaped safely. So I really did like Isabella, kind of like giving up. She did give up, but it was very noble of how she did it. Like, she knew to give up, and I really did like that. She hit the ropes as well, and that was just perfect, because it does show you that she loves these kids. It really does. So I like that. That was awesome. This chapter really was phenomenal. It was an amazing last chapter for the end of an arc, and I cannot wait for the next chapter. Now, guys, please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think about Isabella's character now that this flashback has come out? What do you think's in future? What do you think the kids have in store for them? What do you think the world's going to be like when they see it? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, guys. That will be amazing. Subscribe for weekly reviews if you haven't already on the Promised Neverland. And I'll see you next week for that greatness that is 38. By the way, the colour pages in this chapter was lit. It was absolutely phenomenal. We're getting another colour page because, the Promised Neverland is doing amazingly. So, peace out, guys. Goodbye, and I'll see you next week for that chapter that is 38. Peace out, and take it easy.